Why don't you stream my full moon? Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Timmy G's Unboxing Stuff and Review and Stuff. Today I'm going to give you my thoughts on the full moon streaming service, as well as we're going to go through the 6 Blu-rays and DVDs I got as part of my sign-on to full moon streaming. I don't know really what to say in the intro other than, I'm looking forward to going through which of these I have not seen yet and showing them, sharing them with you guys, whatever. So let's not waste any time. Let's full moon stream it up. Timmy G's unboxing stuff and stuff. He's unboxing stuff and stuff. Please send me some stuff. So I guess I'll just start with what I think about full moon streaming. Overall, I've really only got one major complaint, and that is that there is no search function on the Roku app. Which is really disappointing because it's such a large catalog of full moon, wizard and something weird movies, but it'd be really, really helpful to have a search function. There is a search function on the website if you watch it through the computer, but not on the Roku app. And I'd like to search for some specific movies. Instead, I just kind of have to sit there and scroll through all of them. So like I said, that's disappointing. But overall, I'm really, really happy with it. Again, signing on for a year was $66. And on top of the 6 months, full year of service, you also get to choose between 6 Blu-ray and DVDs, as well as that $50 gift certificate for Full Moon Direct. And we went through that in the other video where I unboxed a little ghoulies guy, a little ghoulie potty guy, and Edie, the evil bong. So that was an outstanding value. I mean, it's really a great value if you're a Full Moon fan or a Charles Band fan. $66 for a year's worth of service is a great deal by itself. So getting the 6 movies on disc as well as the $50 gift certificate, it was outstanding. And I highly recommend it. Because of the lack of the search function on Roku, I'll give it 9 out of 10 stars, but it really should be 10 out of 10. Just that's the lack of a search function. But they're always adding new content. The Something Weird fold section is crazy. It's mostly a bunch of like exploitation films kind of stuff. But there was one, it was almost like a softcore porno. Not really, but almost. I guess they overdubbed the original audio or something, but it was called Dracula the Dirty Old Man. I'll let that sink in for a second. Dracula the Dirty Old Man. So I knew from the name that this was going to be a hilarious watch, and it definitely did not disappoint. He knew that he was in Mountain Land. I don't want to say too much and give stuff away, but it was hilarious. The whole thing had me in stitches. But of course, there's all the puppet movies except for The Littlest Reich are on there. And probably the reason that The Littlest Reich isn't on there is because I don't believe that it was actually done by Full Moon. And I don't think that Charles Band was involved in the movie. I might be wrong about that, but I think that The Littlest Reich was kind of like all out on its own through another studio. But it was great nonetheless. The Littlest Reich was a bloodbath, man. It was that was a real bloodbath. Highly entertaining, just nonstop horror fun. If you love Puppet Master, you would absolutely love The Littlest Reich. The only weird thing about it is that it was kind of like an alternate universe Puppet Master, where instead of Toulon being on the run from the Nazis, Toulon was a Nazi. So that was kind of weird, but you get used to that. Once you just tell yourself, hey, it's an alternate universe, then it is what it is. But, there's a lot of movies on there that I've never seen before. I hadn't even heard of, surprisingly. Like the bonus DVD that they sent me with this stuff was called Arcade, and it was from like 1993 or 94, something like that. Had Seth Green in it. Seth Green couldn't have been any older than maybe like 15 or 16 or something in it. It was so bad, but in typical Full Moon fashion, it was so bad that it was great. If that makes sense. If you're a fan of Full Moon, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's a lot of the movies, like Demonic Toys. It was so bad, it was so great, But yeah, there's just a ton of stuff on there. Once again, I highly recommend it. Sign up for the full year, pay in advance. You get all the bonus stuff. You will not be disappointed. And so with that in mind, let's go ahead and look at the movies that I chose. Some of these I've seen a bunch of times. Some of them I haven't seen yet, like this one. I've seen Demonic Toys, but I've not seen Doll Man versus Demonic Toys. So this was a Blu-ray, obviously a Blu-ray copy, and so I haven't seen Doll Man either, which is in here, but I'll read you the thing on the back. It says, when undercover cop Judith Gray discovers the murderous Demonic Toys return to the Toyland warehouse, she has only one thought in mind: destroy the hideous playthings at all costs. But she needs help, so she turns to the only man on Earth who can measure up to these toy chest terrors, Brick Bardot, a.k.a. Tall... I was about to say Tall Man. Doll Man. Joined by his girlfriend, the equally diminutive Ginger, reduced to 11 inches in bad channels, future cop Bardot teams with Judith to battle the mutant toys. Now Bardot must fight to save his life and his love as baby Oopsie develops a large crush on the luscious Ginger. So that should be cool. Special features, we got audio commentator with Tim Thomerson and Charles Band, original Video Zone featurette, uncut behind-the-scenes footage from the Full Moon Vault, classic Full Moon HD trailers. So there we go. Doll Man versus Demonic Toys. And the next is Puppet Master Axis Rising. This is another one. Surprisingly, I haven't seen this one yet. This one and Axis Termination, I haven't seen either of those yet. I'm thinking like Termination wasn't actually on the list, so I didn't get that one. But I did get this one. The battle is over. The war has just begun. I'm not going to read you the description on this one just because it's really, really small and going to be hard for me to read. But it's Puppet Master, So there we go. And this is another one. I did not know that Full Moon ever did a film for The Pit and the Pendulum. But apparently they did. And so I saw it on the Blu-ray list. I said, all right. I loved the Edgar Allan Poe Pit and the Pendulum. I'm assuming that that's what this is based on. but you know, it's one of his most popular stories. So, but once again, the writing is a little too small, but it should be bad and good, and it does have Jeffrey Combs in it. He's in a whole bunch of full moon movies, and that is awesome because I absolutely love Jeffrey Combs. And now here is Doll Man, the original film, which of course, like I mentioned with the Demonic Toys versus Doll Man, I have not seen, but it says Brick Bardo, Tim Thomerson, is a traveler from outer space who is forced to land on Earth. Though regular-sized on his home planet, he is doll-sized here on Earth, as are the enemy forces who have landed as well, while Brick enlists the help of an impoverished girl and her son. The bad guys enlist the help of a local gang. When word leaks out as to his location, all hell breaks loose. Brick is besieged by an onslaught of curious kids, angry gang members, and his own doll-sized enemy. Now he must protect the family who has helped him and get off the planet alive. And we do get some special features here. Original Video Zone, Tim Thomerson, Charles Band video, Lost Pulse Pounders 1988 promo, original theatric trailer, full moon trailers, blah blah blah. There we go. Now we're on to the 2 DVDs, and of course I've seen this one probably a million times, but I did not own a DVD copy. I wish this had been a Blu-ray copy, but you know, love Evil Bong. This movie, the whole movie is literally shot in 2 separate rooms. That's it, the whole movie. But it works. It is hilariously bad and awesome at the same time. And, you know, it's Evil Bong. What can you say? And finally, here's one that I surprisingly have not seen, is Killjoy. I've heard of it, you know, a million times. I think there's like 6 Killjoy movies, something like that, and I haven't seen any of them. So here we go. I got the DVD of the very first one. He's not clowning around. Killjoy. Deep in an inner city hell, a ghastly figure is killing off the bad guys. Is it a vigilante? A demon? For the beautiful high school student Jada, that's the question that will bring her face to face with the killer clown Killjoy. And then we got some behind the scenes scene selections, yada yada yada. And so yeah, that's all 6 of my movies, and I can't wait to copy these over to the computer so I can watch them through Plex on my projector in the living room. I'm gonna have a whole night of fun with these. You can believe that, 100%. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in as always. In the coming weeks, Daily High Club is on the way. Don't Eat the Gum should be pretty soon. We'll have, of course, 420 Goodie Box, our second ever 420 Goodie Box. At the end of the month, we'll have Fright Crate again. Next video, I probably won't be so hippie, but that's another wave in another ocean. So thank everybody again for tuning in. If you like this, comment, subscribe, and we'll kill joy in the next one. Timmy G's unboxing stuff and stuff. He's unboxing stuff and stuff. Please send me some stuff. Everything's falling over back here, and I don't know what to do. Just let it fall over, dude. I'm just about to start my potty training myself. Oh, I'm telling mommy on you. Brother, I love you. Ha ha, motherfucker. Ho ho ho. It's smoky in here. It's weird. I can never tell if my video's crooked or not because my monitor is crooked. I have to tilt my head. Is that straight, man? Is that straight, dude? Oh, it's straight-ish. Ha! Do I look hippish? Hippie-ish? Whoo! Ha ha! Let's full stroop. Let's full stroop. So, that I'm a cut. We got excuse me. Cut. Action. Shit. Action. And we'll fly to the cut.